had a plane of 160, we're carrying 160 Palestinians landing at OR Tambo. And these are people from Gaza who somehow mysteriously were put on a plane that passed by Nairobi and came here.
We are centering South Africa today. The South African president is Cyril Ramaphosa. You all recall that South African politicians led by Cyril Ramaphosa went to the United Nations and put out a claim against the nation of Israel. There's a lot of chaos going on in the Middle East. Let me mention Operation Dudula. In South Africa, Operation Dudula is a group of citizens, and they are also a type of political party that monitor non-citizens in South Africa or people that are unlawfully in South Africa without proper documentation. Dudula monitors who uses free health care, public health care in South Africa. No, they aren't, asked to do this by the government. They voluntarily monitor this, and they will ensure to the best of their ability that if you are not South African, you don't get to use public health care, free public health care. They were also monitoring the school system. Recently, courts in South Africa have said that Operation Dudula is acting in an unlawful way. They should not be doing what they are doing. Social nurse here, thank you so much for stopping by. Interestingly, the courts are timely, in my opinion, telling the loud and proud Operation Dudula on-site monitors via the court that they can't do what they are doing. This is timely because according to BBC News, South Africa to investigate mystery of plane load of Palestinians. Let me read that headline again. South Africa to investigate mystery of plane load of Palestinians. This article is dated November 14th, 2025. I will put the link in the description box. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa says there will be an investigation into the mysterious arrival of a chartered plane carrying 153 Palestinians from Gaza into South Africa. You all, this is nuts. This is nuts. According to this article, the group of people arrived at OR Tambo International Airport, but were initially refused entry and were stuck in the plane for more than 10 hours as they did not have the customary departure stamps in their passports. And this is according to local authorities. I bet you there's no Operation Dudula at the airport, right? Well, these people aren't trying to use free services yet. I think that Operation Dudula has a point, right? I think I can understand not wanting non-citizens taking up space illegally in a clinic that citizens and government tax dollars pay for. But more about this article. Most of these people on this mysterious plane were eventually allowed in after intervention from a local charity because of the government's empathy and compassion, according to Ramaphosa. The circumstances of their departure from Gaza and travel to South Africa remain unclear. Wow, this is crazy. South Africa has maintained strong support for the Palestinian cause throughout the conflict in the area that they are from. I wonder if this plane really is a mysterious plane, if the South African government really does not know about this. Someone in the government may know about this. This is really off the wall. The article goes on to share that Ramaphosa said that the group somehow mysteriously were put on a plane that passed by Nairobi and flew to South Africa. You know what? This doesn't make sense to me. This occurrence doesn't make sense. But I'll put the link in the description box so that you can read this for yourself. Let me just share this as well from within the article. According to the Palestinian embassy in South Africa, the group left Israel's Ramon airport and flew to the country via the Kenyan capital Nairobi without any prior note or coordination. What in the airlines is going on here? That's not in the article. That's just me wondering. From the article, 153 people. Out of the 153 people, 23 managed to fly on to other destinations, leaving 130 who were admitted into the country, South Africa. Ramaphosa, speaking during an event in Johannesburg, said he was informed of the unfolding crisis by Home Affairs Minister. The president said that they cannot turn these people back. Even though they do not have the necessary documents and papers, these are people from a strife-torn or war-torn country. Even though they do not have the necessary documents and papers, these are people from a strife-torn, a war-torn country. The president also told reporters that the South African government would carry out a proper evaluation of the matter and update the public what is happening and how this matter came to be where it is. I'll let you read the rest of this article if you want to, but you know, South African government officials have advocated for the Palestinians, so it would look kind of terrible if they turn these people away. I don't really know what to think of this, but I have a feeling that the South African government, someone in there knew about this flight. I do find it interesting, and I would have to learn more about this and do research, that these people that are, you know, wanting to leave their home, if they want to, right? Like these people on the plane, this mysterious plane to South Africa from Palestine or the Palestinian area. Why don't other Muslims or maybe people with similar culture beliefs, maybe an Arabic nation, help these people that want to leave that area? I need to do more investigation. I do watch what's going on in South Africa, and that is why this situation is interesting to me. Put your thoughts in the comment section. Social Nurse.